Love in the Time of Seith. Yes, that's Seith, not Seed, as we're in authentic Norse times here with nary a horny Viking helmet in sight, is a tabletop story game for 5 players. Not 4, not 6, just 5. The reason why is because Love in the Time of Seith, I'll just call it Seith from now on, provides 5 different pre-established characters, all of whom are tightly bound together in a web of intrigue, love, power, and magic, and to unravel one would make the whole game poorer for it. It certainly isn't because one of the writers has struck a deal with their Dark Master to bring unsuspecting innocents together to form the shape of a pentagram. Oh, no, 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 no. And if they were, they certainly wouldn't do anything so obvious as include a reference to said Dark Master in their name. The setting for Seath is that of a Norse blood opera, part Wagner, part Shakespeare, and part whoever it was who wrote Twilight. The characters you play are the king, the princess, the earl, the knight, and the Seithkona. What's a Seithkona? She's a practitioner of Seath, who, depending on how you want to play her, can wield powerful magics to foretell the future and bless or curse others, or simply be a cunning manipulator, able to prey on the gullible with pagan superstition. Oh, and the knight is a werewolf. Start out by reading the introduction. The old king has no male heir, and his kingdom is crumbling. To the east, the neighboring land of Garthariki grows stronger and richer with each passing year. Now the king has only one chance to ensure the survival of his kingdom, marrying his daughter to the Earl of Garthariki. Once everybody's picked and named a character, then each player looks at the 3 questions on their character sheet. You'll answer those questions through playing the game and creating your own story of the struggle for power. You play the game by having each player take in turn to narrate a scene involving their character as they pursue their desires, ambitions, and lusts. Everybody's involved all the time, as, even when your character isn't in a scene, you act as a guide for the others, helping the scene along, adding danger and intriguing twists in the tale in the form of new events, minor characters, or themes. The game also gives everyone specific phrases they can use to help make the story better. Each scene takes place in a location around the kingdom. When it's your turn, you pick a location from the location cards, read out a description, and then go straight into what your character is doing. Play begins with the princess and ends when the stories of at least 2 characters are clearly finished, whether they be dead, exiled, descended into madness, or just managed to find their own slice of love and happiness in this crazy mixed up world. Let's hear from the player playing the princess and what she's thinking in approaching that first scene.
I'm playing the princess. There's quite a bit to her, but this is what leapt out at me. My kingdom's crumbling, the king has to marry me to the earl, but the earl frightens me, and the laws say I can only marry within the kingdom. It's all shaping up to leave me a pawn in a big political struggle, but that's not how I want to play her. I love the knight, and one of my themes is rebellion, so I want a scene which shows I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I have the gift, whatever that is. The laws say I cannot use the sword, but I can use Seath. I'm getting lessons in magic from the Seithkona, so that looks like a good place to start. I want her to accelerate my education so that I may attain greater mastery. I look at the available locations and pick the swamp as a likely place she might be found. I can select any of the 3 descriptions on the location card. I want Seath to be a true force in this game, so I pick the one that speaks of magic.
Carry on with the story of Melkora, the Seithkona, the king, the knight, and the earl by clicking on the cover of the replay in the top right hand corner, or the link in the About section of this video.